Hey guys, and welcome back to Singing Oaks on thecity.org. On this video I'm going to show you how to set up your user profile. Again, you have to go to singingoaks.onthecity.org. You cannot Google that. It will not find it. You must type that into your browser or go to the link on the front of our web page. And then go ahead and type in your username and your password. And then you can choose to keep you logged in, and that's specific to each device. So if you don't want to keep typing that information every time, go to specific stuff on that device. And like I said, we're going to be focusing today on our setting up our profile. So in the right-hand corner, you should have a little spot here that has a welcome, and then your first name, and then view profile. So let's go ahead and view profile, and that's going to bring us to our profile screen. And we'll have an opportunity here just to kind of punch some stuff in. Some of you guys may be at 10% of your profile complete, 30%. The goal is to get to 100. It's not hard to do, and it makes it so much more beneficial to those in our church for getting to know each other when your profile is fully set up. So let's go to this first section, about, and add something about ourselves. You can see we come to this screen here and just go ahead and input your first name and your last name. Those are the most important things to make sure that you have in there. And if you have a preferred name, something other than your legal name, go ahead and enter that in, and that is what will show up to people. And then you need to go down to the About Me section and type in some information about you. So you can see how we can, and how horrible of a speller I am, but how we'll get there. Once you've done that, you want to, anything you type in after you've typed it on a screen, you want to hit Save Profile before you move on to the next thing. But it will bring you back here, and you're still on your tab section. And then you go to your Family section, and you can add a family member right here. You can put in your kids, your spouse, anybody else. Now that's not going to invite them into the city, but it is going to notify those that are in the city as well as the administrators on the church who's connected to who. Then you want to go over to your contact info and go ahead and put in your phone numbers, and you can select what numbers you want to have go in here. Put in the church number, and I'm going to list that as work. I'm not going to put in a secondary number at this time. And then this is a very important next session, right here where it says your phone number is kept private unless you choose to share it with other people. If I click on this button right here and click Show My Phone Number to Members, the only people that will have access to my phone number are people that are actual members of the Singing Oaks Church in the city. So when you come into the city, you are listed as a guest in the city until you are memberized. And to be memberized, it's an administrative function that we go back in and do. For those of you who've been going to our church for a long time, we will be doing that on a weekly basis, going in and checking who's come into the city and making you members. So that's one privacy setting. If you choose to select nothing, then any person that we invite onto the city to come into our city will be able to see your phone number and information. And so you can click on Show My Phone Number to Members, and only people who are actual members of our church will see it. And then, or you can click on Show My Number to Friends. And what Show My Number to Friends will do is the only people that will be able to access your phone number are people you've actually selected as friends within the church. So it's a much smaller grouping of people. Next, you come down and add your address, and you punch that information in, and then you have this again. Which address are you putting in here, your home address or your work? And I'm going to go ahead and punch one in so you can see that. And then 76209. And then we also have the same kind of setting here. It can be just public, it can be private, nobody can see it at all. It can go to members only, or it can go to just your friends. And so I'm going to go ahead and leave this public for today, and I can add additional addresses. So if you've got a business address you want to have in here, or you have a couple of different homes that you want to have listed in here, you can go ahead and say go ahead and add those addresses in. The email address you can also change. So if your invite was sent to an email address that you no longer want to use, this is the spot where you can come in and click on this account tab here, and it will take you to where you can change your email address. And it also, you can click on this account tab here, and it will do the same. Now you want to make sure, like I said, in Save, this information before you go too far along in the process or click out of that screen. Make sure that we save it. You can attach a Twitter account, and if you update your status here, right here on this tab, it will push out to the Twitter feed. And the same thing you can do with your Facebook account. You can configure your account to push your city status updates out to Facebook as well. So when you update your status, it automatically will go out to your Twitter and Facebook accounts for you if you would like that. Let's go to the next session. This is a skills section, and we'll be updating those periodically, so you want to check back on that, and trying to help us connect you with ministry opportunities. And so it's important to kind of look through here and see what gifts you possess, and that will let other people on the city know, and so that we can get you best plugged into ministry opportunities when they come up. This next section is very important here. It's your email notification settings. And so you can come in here and you can see I want to receive emails from messages. So if anybody sends you a message here on the city, it will automatically throw it over to your email as well. And from that email you can actually reply, and it will reply back and save that information into your messages profile. You can say I only want to allow my friends to start conversations with me. So if you want to limit yourself a little bit more there, you're welcome to do that as well. And then when people reply to your status update, so if you put a status update here and somebody makes a reply to that, you can keep that from being emailed back to you so that you're not just overdoing your emails. And then you've got this friendship strategy here. How do you want to respond to friend requests? You can have notify me, accept all, and reject all. I would encourage you probably just to have it saved on the notify me category. Again, it depends on your privacy settings and security settings. Accept all is anytime anybody makes a friend request, it's going to automatically accept them, and anytime on reject all that they make a friend request, it's automatically going to reject all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and save our settings on that, and then we'll go to the next tab here, which is our email tab. Our email tab is going to list all of our email notifications by group. So we're only a part of 2 groups in this dummy account, but you may be a part of 10 or 15 or 20 groups, and you may be getting so many emails every day that it's just becoming frustrating to you. So you can come in here to your account settings by going to your view profile, into account settings, into email, and you can change all of that. And so, like I said, if you're getting too many emails from the Singing Oaks Church of Christ main group, you may want to click back on nothing. I'm going to go ahead and put mine on Daily Digest, and you see how it gets darker, darker green there. And then for the apprentices and interns, I want to receive new things. If one of my interns or apprentices posts something, I want to receive it, but I don't want to receive everybody else's replies to it. And so I'm not going to click on everything with that. And again, once those have gone dark green, you know you're kind of done with that. Let's go back over here to our view profile again. We got a couple other things to do. You can see now I'm up to 80%. I was at 30 and I'm up to 80. Adding friends, coming over here, these little plus signs that you see is a way to add a friend. So it says I need to add some friends, and so I can come over here and it's giving me suggestions for who I can make as friends. So I can hit this plus sign and that will take it in. Or I could also kind of go in here and I could just start typing somebody's name. And I could go to their account and it will pull up their information here. So I can see all their information. I can see who they're friends with. I can see some information about them if they've written anything in their journal in a while. I can also see what they put in and who they're married to, and information about them if they've got that in, and what groups they're a part of. Now there are certain groups, like our Celebrate Recovery group once it gets started, that it will be private, so it will not show up in here. So if you're a member of a group that's an accountability group of some kind, and you don't want the world to know about that, don't worry, it will be a private group and it will not show up in your public profile. But if I wanted to make Penny a friend here, I would simply just click on this plus sign, and it would pop up and it would say pending until she accepts that. I could also send her a message by clicking directly on this link, or I can pull up her contact information. And since she's got it private, I'm not a friend yet, I can't see it. Once she's accepted my friendship, then I should be able to see her contact info by clicking on that link there. It gives me the last time that she was on the city, so I can see that, and her status. Is she a member or is she a guest? Let's go back over here real quick to view profile again. And the last thing is join groups. Again, we can go up here to this search bar and start typing in a group. So I could type in maybe an admin group. I don't see anything that's popping up there. Let's go to elder. For now, and I've got some elder groups, or maybe you're part of a home group that you're not connected to yet. So I can type in home, and all of these home groups are going to start popping up. And so I could click on one of these groups here, and it's going to take me to the group's profile page, and I can ask to join this group, or I can send a letter or message to the group leader and maybe get some more info about it and see if it would be something that is for me or isn't for me. And so like I said, your goal is to get your profile up to 100%. It means you need to engage in at least 2 to 3 different groups, and you need to start adding some friends. The most important thing in all of this that needs to happen is that you need to put in a picture. Now, I've already got one in here, so it's not going to ask me to put one in, but on your front screen there, it should ask you, and you will be able to upload a picture. It's very simple to do. Hope this has been a helpful thing, and have a great day.